If you have done a trade, any trade, you could have bought a car, you could have sold a house, anything, any trade, you have somehow been impacted by some anchoring bias. And anchoring bias can be can really be hurtful, but it's something like this. You walk in, you want to buy your daughter a car, and you're just talking on the way, and she throws a number 5 from somewhere. Could be anything. Could be she had something, she talks about some experience which happened in class 5 maybe, but that 5 is anchored in your mind, and you walk into a car showroom and he quotes you a price of 5.85 or 5.75 for a second hand car that you want to buy. Now you are sure that you want to buy the car for about 5, but that's the number which is anchored in your mind. You have no clue from where, but maybe you are happy getting out with a deal of 5.5 or 5.75, maybe 5.6. The salesman also has a figure in his mind. His boss has told him that up to 5 lakhs if you sell, I'll give you a 1% commission or something like that, but anything above 5 lakhs I'll give you 10% of that. So the shop wants to sell the car at 5 lakhs. However, the salesman knows that you are somewhere anchored around that 5 plus kind of a number. Somehow he just picks up and says, what is the range that you're buying at, and then he shows you 5.85 because you said 5, and that 5 came from a talk that you had with your daughter about what she did in class 5. So there is no basis of your arriving at that number. So this is anchoring. Anchoring is when you take some number and you stick to it, and you see this happening in the share market very often. There is somebody who is sitting on some shares which he or she has perhaps inherited or perhaps bought long ago, and says, oh, I bought this share for 75 rupees, now it is down to 33 rupees, what should I do? The precise answer that the person wishes to hear is saying, oh, this has been a very good buy, you bought it a little high, just wait on, in another 2 months the price will go from 33 to 75 and you will be able to sell off. This is the kind of anchoring that we want to hear. The truth is, the company was perhaps worth 75 at the time when you bought it, but based on today's circumstances, its prospects, its balance sheet, its PE, etc., the market thinks it deserves a price of 33. Is 75 right or is 33 right is not known by your cost. You bought it at 75, so you think it should go back to 75. It's not going to go back in a hurry, right? You bought Paytm at 2,700, it's now currently at 500, and you think the price will go back to 2,700 in a year. That is anchoring, right? So Amos Tversky and Daniel Kahneman are the people who spoke about this way back in 1974. Right, when many of you were not born, and even if you were born, you would have been perhaps in school, right? There's no way how any of us knew anything about investing at that stage, forget understanding anchoring. So this anchoring happens whether you are in equity markets, whether you are in debt markets, whenever you are negotiating price, some number gets into your head. So if you talk to people and say you will get 12% return in equity over a long period of time, they all claim that they understand 12%, but 12 they think it will be like PPF, every year you will get 12. That does not happen in equity markets. In equity markets, 1 year you get 24, 1 year you get 0. So the year you get 0, you go and tell your broker, but I thought at least 7% I will get like what I get in PPF. Right, so people want at least 7% when the market is doing badly, and otherwise they're happy with 24%. Right, when they choose 24, they're not willing to come back and say, oh, I wanted only 7, here is 17 back, I don't want it. Right, they don't do that. They want the 24s, but they don't want the zeros. That doesn't work. Again anchoring. Right, so 12% return if is what you're getting from equity markets over long periods of time. Maybe there's not even 1 year when you got 12. Maybe there are 3 years when you've got more than 100, and there are many years, maybe 5 years when you've got less than single digits, right? Or in its single digits, 5% or 4% or 3% or things like that. All these things happen in equity markets. So when you are getting biased, you are sitting with your advisor, and your advisor had told you 12% and you've got -5, or you got 4% return, or you got 7% return, and you say, oh, you said 12 and these are the returns I've got in the last 3 years. I know it is long term, 3 years is long term, I've been waiting and this is the pathetic result which I'm getting, so I'm selling out. Exactly what you can do to hurt yourself. So this is not the way to look at it. and understand that there is anchoring bias, understand it can be conquered, understand that you should not start negotiating from the first number you heard. Just be calm, delete all that and start your negotiation, whether it is with the market or with another friend or client or customer, whoever it is. Understand that there is anchoring bias, remove it from your head. It's very difficult, but at least knowing it means there is some chance that you will handle it better than not knowing about it at all. Thank you.